delays because your
What?
family thing, most of the family is away, so it's just me around the house, which throws off my sense of time. But
Understandable.
Sort of housekeeping matters first. The ship got a very small tweak to fix something that Clank wanted, the Lex wanted rather, referencing the wrong character. Specifically, we went down 4 cells and 1 cabin to make room for a dedicated armory. Now, there's an opportunity if Div has any particular, like if Livia has any particular changes they want made to the ship, now would be the time to do those before we lock in and say, okay, and now this is the final form of the ship, and if you want to change it, then you'll have to actually go about changing it in the universe.
No, like
I was expecting there would.
Nah, I'm not a ship nerd, so, and my girl isn't really either.
That's what I was not expecting you'd have a whole list of things, but okay, so the ship is locked in now. So I would say, Clank, that Lex, looking at the cost of the kind of thing you have in mind, you're not going to be able to afford it.
Okay.
Not even close.
All right.
I could see cost by like 20%, but below that, not really.
Well,
so
we can treat
you can
one... Go ahead.
So you can have something that's mechanically, that meets the performance capabilities, but getting it styled the way you want is going to have to be an aspirational goal.
Right.
Like
That's
The
fair.
Sims.
So like the one that I used in last session that we shaved 10K off for is just like a stock model, and then
yes,
I can make investments later on to modify it.
And we're going to go with the amount that we already committed then.
Okay.
Since you're looking for a fairly, or what's already a fairly expensive chassis, to go ahead and make all sorts of highly fancy custom modifications to. So, with that,
yeah, stock Fat Boy is only like 22K.
Oh, is that all?
Even that is me being very generous, but we're gonna go with it. Because among other things, because a lot of motorcycles are a lot cheaper than that. To the best of my understanding, anyway. So, that brings us to all of the equipment resolved. We got Lex his coat, and Livia didn't have anything new come up they were looking for.
I was just typing in chat, but I have a point of clarification. Not any new equipment, but is my gun always silenced? Is that just how Gauss pistols work? No explosion.
No. So your gun, look at this. Your gun always makes a sonic, has a quote unquote sonic boom. A crack from the speed of the projectile.
Okay.
Unless you want to specify otherwise. If you do, that's going to significantly decrease the damage. But then, if you're planning to use it to assassinate someone, the goal is that because part of how a Gauss weapon is so effective is that it's launching a small projectile, but it's launching it at absurdly fast speeds.
Okay.
So it's imparting a lot of impact on whatever it is. To slow it down, you can do that, and it'll still be a damaging weapon, but the range and the damage will go down because it doesn't have much mass, and so if you take away its speed, you've taken away a lot of what it has. But as compared to every other weapon here, yours is the one that can be silenced at all.
Okay.
You cannot silence a laser. You
So it's gonna
cannot
have that
silence a
snap.
plasma weapon.
Okay.
And you can only somewhat silence a conventional gun, and those are honestly kind of hard to come by in many places, just because they're
So
thoroughly obsolete.
is that a module that I need to get, or is that just a
That's just a setting
setting
to let me know that you want to change.
Okay. And I'll need to do
I
like an
will-
extra notation somewhere so I know what like my range is and stuff like that. We don't have to do that this second,
we will
but that is
address
something.
that when we come to it. I'm
Yeah.
kind of going by feel on that. That's not a thing that the designers of Ultratech, to my understanding, to my memory, ever anticipated someone would do.
Weird.
But it's something that I can either they didn't anticipate someone would do it, or they anticipated but didn't feel like they had room to fit it into the final cut or whatever. So I will be tweaking that to what feels right to me, and I'll assessment when we get to a point where it comes up.
Okay.
And you have to actually make attacks that way. And we're rather when you are deciding you want to switch to that.
Sure.
I'm not gonna not have you know how much damage you'll do till after you pull the trigger or something like that, but I will. I just don't want to start off with the math on that right out of the gate for the session. That
No, fair enough.
I want to work into it a little
Consider
bit.
my point clarified.
Okay, so with that, we return. Last week, the party had a very brief gunfight in a back alley in Startown in Yak City. And then concealed the body of one dead thug and took two injured and captured ones, back to your ship surreptitiously.
I recall we rolled
and
pretty
have
well
all gathered back at your ship. Say the what?
I said if I recall correctly, we rolled pretty well on getting them back there. Low
Rolled
key.
tolerably well, yes. So you made it back. The party has now gathered back aboard the ship, and you've got the two people in a cell. Your engineer, who's also seemingly the ship's doctor, did not have much, so was able to bandage them, but didn't have much luck with any more much treatment other than that. They're going to scar up a bit. So her first aid rolls were not good.
I look at one of them and I say, it looks like we're going to have to amputate.
Now, note,
pulls out knife.
They are still unconscious. Note they're still unconscious. He did not. She specifically, once you got them back, drugged them temporarily so she could check them out and you guys could decide what to do with them until you're ready. When ready, she can bring either one of them around. At the moment, they're in the cell, and she's got a little cart with some medical supplies in the hallway outside the cell. So let me illustrate. Let me bring up our tabletop real briefly and illustrate what the
New map.
Yep, I'm finding. Yeah, and illustrate roughly what the layout of this corridor is. I haven't drawn full deck plans for your ship yet, but I wound up doing a little bit of sketching out with, well, I was working with Clank on tweaking the ship, so we know what this part of it at least looks like. All right, so all right, let's get to drawing again. So, your cells are, well, let's do it like this. They are about 2 meters deep, and if I can make this thing behave.
Can I shrink? Ooh, wow, that's all.
I've got a tool for making these things snap to the grid. Need to adjust it.
Oh, while we do that,
Liv, are you trying to figure out how to spend your point?
Yeah, for a while there. I think I kind of want to save a couple points to do my monowire.
Yeah.
Because apparently that's incredibly deadly if you fail an attack with monowire. Like cut your own hand off or something.
Yeah, you can increment it by one skill point.
Yeah. So at 12, yeah, I have a 25% chance to fuck myself with a monowire.
Nope, that's not how I'm going to do it. Wow, undo doesn't work nicely at all in this UI. For some reason, this system always works worse. Roll20 always works worse when I'm trying to run GURPS with it than it does when I'm trying to do D&D. Just the most basic stuff becomes incredibly janky for no apparent reason. Yeah, I'm just too hipster for it or something, I guess. So you've got these cells that are, I got it right. Okay, good. That are 2 meters wide by 4 meters long, with a bunk on each edge. On each short wall. And you have put the 2 prisoners for the moment in cells at either end of this row. Across the corridor, which is a 2-meter corridor, is another compartment. This one, come on. Oh, I know what I need to do. There we go. Zoom in instead of trying to work it there. On the other side of that bulkhead is some of the ship's equipment. And this is along one outside edge of the ship. Specifically along the starboard side and a bit aft. So, you folks are standing in the hallway. I'm going to put things to represent your
my tokens
prisoners.
Should, in theory, look a little better.
And your tokens as well, yeah.
Oh my god, he's huge!
He is also on the wrong layer. Okay, there we go. Now let's put him in here properly.
I told you I wanted to convert cells to be bigger.
That was not what you meant, and we both know it. All right. I still have not properly sourced a token for your engineer. And I'm not going to actually do that right now. So until I actually have a good portrait ready for her. So you two are, you know, you're in the hall,
Okay.
something. You've got the two of them, one of whom was shot in the leg, like inside of the knee with a,
Me.
yeah, both were shot in the leg. You shot one in the knee and kneecapped him from behind.
I meant
So
stepped on
his
it.
leg is thoroughly mangled around the knee. Might need surgical reconstruction of that knee. And the other guy just took several laser burns to the leg. He will probably recover a bit better, a bit more easily.
Well,
and they are both unconscious in the cells. What do you want to do?
So when during the altercation, was Olivia close enough to have heard all of that dialogue where they're like, where is he? And then when I showed up, they're like, there he is, and all of that?
Yes.
he was peeking around a corner.
Yeah.
All right, so
Yes,
so
he was close enough. You weren't. Other than the there he is, you heard that one.
Oh, okay.
Right. So
to be clear, that was Lex who wasn't, and only heard the there he is part,
Right.
because that was when he pulled around the corner and messily brought his motorcycle
okay,
to a
let's
stop.
not bring that up. That's irrelevant.
Yeah. All right.
So I look at Liv and I say, so I get the impression they were looking for me.
I guess your investigations were a bit clumsier than they should have been. But that's a good sign. They might know who we're looking for.
Perhaps. Well, you've got a. I gesture. Are we looking at the injured one right now? The one with the knee?
You have two injured ones. It happens, the one there is the one with the messed up knee.
The one with the knee. All right. So I gesture towards this one and I say, "You have a rapport with this one. Do you want to question him?"
Yeah. Anything specific? Because I just have the general, like, who sent you kind of stuff.
Basically, but you could start with why they were looking for me, because
sure,
there's always a chance it may not be related. I've made a few enemies in my time as a bounty hunter.
Sure. Relatable.
And so,
all right, back me up, and I'll enter the cell.
and I'll just kind of like arms crossed, leaning up against the wall next to the entryway.
I've got my gun in hand.
The Cirulas steps in and gives the unconscious person who is currently still in you use like handcuff tape,
Yeah.
I think was the term. Okay,
Yep.
so he is still restrained, cuff tape, and is currently lying on. I'll need to move him over a bit, but he is lying on the bunk along this wall. So she slips past you, injects him, and then steps back out of the cell, out of sight.
When she walks out, I light up a cigar.
Out of sight of him. She's still inside of you.
Oh.
Not that necessarily changes what you do. But, and he lays there for about a good count of 20, and then blinks,
Oh, I wanted to slap him.
starts, grunts, and you slap him.
I do it anyway. Fuck it.
Leg.
Hey, let's not worry about that right now. You got bigger problems.
All right. I want. Let me take a quick look at your skill set. Where'd you go? Right.
Oh, I better start clearing my board.
All right. I'm gonna make a quick check. He tenses up and glares at you.
Yeah, I'm used to that. Alright, I'm gonna begin by asking him, it's like, why were you after my associate?
Alright. So, we are essentially performing an interrogation. So I need you to make an interrogation roll.
Oh no.
For each question, you're going to make an interrogation roll. You are rolling at default, which is IQ -5. However, there are some situational bonuses to interrogation, which may or may not apply here. Give me just a second to pull those up.
Sure.
I don't know where it is, but I'm supposed to have software that basically gives me detect lies at a 14.
It should be in your equipment, assuming that we
I remember adding it. I
got
just
you
don't
chip
see
slots.
I don't have chip slots. I just have it in my computer.
Oh yeah. You have access, right? And for that matter, so does
Oh, you got it.
Livia here.
You got a chip for that?
No, it's all tech stuff. Programming,
at,
counterfeiting.
Deck Live.
I do have that. Yeah.
Liv is yes, that is just a skill that you just have. But looking at interrogation, and I will say, picking up a chip slot, providing the skill interrogation, is going to be a little bit harder than some of these tech skills.
Yeah,
because
I can see it.
That's like municipal.
Yeah.
What grade?
Ooh! There's an upgrade in Deus Ex Evolution where, like, you could, like, detect people's, like, body language and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it let you predict where your dialogue would go and that kind of stuff. But that's a different video game.
Yeah. All right. So, okay, so here are from page 202 of Basic Set Characters. Modifier. There's a -5 modifier if the prisoner's loyalty to his leader or cause is very good or excellent, which is specific descriptive terms. A -3 if you have the low empathy disadvantage, which you do not. +2 for a lengthy interrogation over 2 hours. +3 if you use severe threats. +6 if you use torture. Note that torture does not necessarily mean thumb screws and the rack. Exposing a prisoner to the object of his phobia, if he has one, is an effective torture, as is a believable threat against a loved one. Note that torturing a prisoner is usually considered vile behavior, likely bringing retribution. Worth noting, however, that you come from a background where at least making severe threats is par for the course for your profession, and some things that would be considered torture are at least seen as sort of an unpleasant necessity of the trade, rather than strictly out of the question. Now, you're also aware that that kind of thing is frowned on off-world. And how you choose to behave is going to be up to you.
Yep.
So, so far, what we're going to do then is a quick contest of interrogation versus the prisoner's will. So, currently you're rolling at IQ -5 because I don't think you have the intimidation or psychology skills.
No. I just have detect lies. That's almost the only relevant thing here.
Sounds good. This is the start. And it's worth noting that one of you in the party does actually have interrogation.
Oh, God.
The captain has interrogation.
I do.
If you find the first couple of questions are going badly and you want someone who's more proficient to take over.
Yeah, that's where we're going to have to end up going because I just rolled very high. I would have loved to have seen this on my sneak attack because that's a 15.
What did you roll?
So whatever.
Which is?
A failure by 9?
So your target is...
No.
Let's see, your target is IQ -5. What's your IQ?
That would be 6.
Okay. And you rolled, you said 15?
Yeah, so, yeah, that's a failure by
then
9.
Yes, that is a failure by 9.
Brutal.
And he failed will roll, but it wasn't that bad. Let me see. How I need... So, alright. So, I'm gonna read aloud to you something, and this is the last I'm gonna actually answer you about how the other how he is rolling, because the way this goes is roll a quick contest of interrogation versus the prisoner's will for each question. This requires 5 minutes per question. If you win, you get a truthful answer. If you tie or lose, the victim remains silent or lies. If you lose by more than 5 points, he tells you a good, believable lie.
Oh, shit.
The GM roleplays the prisoner. Or if you are the prisoner, the GM will roleplay the interrogator and makes all die rolls in secret. I'm going to allow you to roll your own dice instead of me rolling them for you. But actually, I'm going to, from this point forward, I'm going to go ahead and roll for both of you.
Oh. Okay.
To maintain the secrecy. Like, you may not know whether he's being truthful or not. Now, I will allow you to make a detect lies roll on your own.
Yes. I was going to do that every time anyway, because he has no reason to be truthful.
The first time, you are going to have a -2 on the detect lies roll because you're also conducting the interrogation. However, if after this you switch and have one person question while the other person evaluates, nobody's going to have any penalties.
Well, I kind of figured that's what I was doing.
It's easier to detect someone's lies, detect lies like this, or not the one who's directly being lied to if you're just a bystander. So, for this first round, your question was, why were you looking
for my associate?
She looked like an easy mark.
Oh, failed by 1.
Now, you're saying that only Livia can make the detect lies roll, even though I'm actively observing?
You may roll as well. You may
Okay.
roll as well.
No modifier?
I would have made it without that -2.
No
Or do
modifier for you.
Okay.
Clank. No modifier for you. You're rolling against a 12.
All right, success by 0.
Shouldn't that be against a 12, not an 11? All right.
Yeah, so it would be success by 1,
fine.
I guess.
Okay. All right. Yeah, he's just coming up with something that seems obvious. Right now, the pain is making him angry, not afraid.
Is our...
The engineer's just right around the corner from me.
Yeah, you
She's
said
like
she came
10
in. Does she have, like, medical expertise, or was she treating him?
Yeah, she didn't do well.
So she is sort of a doctor. She is not a surgeon. She does have some medical training.
Okay. Oh,
She performed first aid. It didn't go very well, part because his leg was a bloody mess,
So
both literally and metaphorically.
I stand up straight and I step up behind Livia. Kind of. How tall is Livia?
Pretty tall, like a 6'3" kind of situation. Ish, give or take.
Yeah. Okay. So
I have something written down. I just don't adhere to it. Yeah,
So
6'3" exactly.
So I'm not like standing over Livia's shoulder. I'm kind of to the side. But I'm still kind of behind Livia. And I say to the guy, "How'd you like to have them two matching kneecaps?"
Hell yeah.
And I guess I'm rolling intimidation at default.
Well, no, not necessarily. Next, I'll just want to know, do you have a question you want to ask?
Well, that was the question.
That feels rhetorical.
Right. I'm assuming what I'm trying to.
Okay, I get what you're saying.
The way I'm trying to structure this. What question are you trying to solicit? And you are using some severe threats.
Yeah. Okay.
For the bonus to interrogation.
All right. So I'll elaborate.
I'll be right back.
So, how'd you like to have two matching kneecaps? My associate asked you a question directly, and we would prefer that you provide direct answer.
Go ahead and give me a interrogation. Wait, I'm going to make that check. What's your base interrogation?
So the SL column? The skill level?
Yeah.
Yeah, 12.
Cool. All right. And he rolls. Okay. Seriously, we was just gonna try and rob her. He's shipfolk. Nobody cares what happens to them. Shipfolk in an off-worlder, too.
I'm gonna punch him in the nose.
To be clear, you are suddenly not so certain that he was lying the first time. You punch him in the nose.
I'm back.
Give me an attack roll.
Oh, we're attacking him. Nice.
I'm punching him in the nose because he said he was
Actually,
being racist.
no need to make an attack roll. Just give me damage. He is essentially helpless.
Can I do that from the character? Yep.
4 damage. All right. All right. Punch him in the face. You probably broke his nose.
Cool. You and your crew seemed to recognize me. And you turned your attention from my engineer to me. So she may have been an easy mark, but she was not the sole reason for your assault. So let's try this again. Why were you looking for me?
All right. Let me roll for that. Boss heard you were sniffing around asking for Orlando. Excuse me, asking for Mr. Navarro.
Who's your boss?
Another roll. All right. All right, give me 1 second. While I look up, I check, walk back to my computer and check my notes here. to get his name.
Do I need to roll to discern the truthfulness of that that last answer?
What I'm going to do at this point is, because we have, with you guys set up the way they are, I want Livia to go ahead and give me a detect lies check.
Sure. Ooh, good. Okay. Versus what? 10? My 10 or the 10 or 12? I mean, I'll pass either way, but
Just regular detect lies.
3, 4, 5. So success,
Regular detect lies.
Success by 7. I rolled a 5.
Success by 7. All right. All right.
Just above critting. Would have been cool.
Come on. There we go. I apologize. I am dissatisfied with the name that I have chosen, and so I am fixing it on the fly.
Blip
Pull up a
Fisto.
Warframe weapon tier list.
No, actually, there's only one culture that we do that way. Yes, of Khan. He answers, and I will spell that out to you.
I gotta start an NPC list. Whoops.
Yep.
I'll take a drag from my cigar, and I blow the smoke in his face. And I walk towards the other cell.
It's like a role player in World of Warcraft. Every 5 minutes, emotes takes a drag.
Well, this
you
was
do so. You walk down. You can see your engineer's lips pressed very thin as you walk away.
She
What
can't
do
see
you
it.
do?
She can't see it, but I wink at her
Livia.
as I walk by.
You were certain that when he gave that name, that was the truth.
Okay.
Now, Lex walks down to the other end of the hall. That guy is still passed out.
I signal over to Siru and point at him.
He briskly marches down the hall, steps in and injects him, then steps back out. About a good count of 20 later, he starts to blink awake. Oh my, what? Oh my head. What happened? Ew.
Oh, thank you.
Which guy was this? Was this is the one that I gunned down?
That's the one you shot.
When he says what happened. Well, he tried to get away, and I wasn't going to let that happen. How's your back feeling?
He grits it. Well, let me check something.
There's a check
He
for that.
grits his teeth and glares daggers at you. No, I was just checking to see what his overall attitude was going to be.
I'll pause here and let Livia do what Livia does. She wants to continue with that guy.
I had a question. I mean, I'm not gonna pass anything, but I'll just.
Down there, yeah.
She's just gonna ask
I
him.
would note that if you do something like put the muzzle of your gun to his like his other knee, or maybe just like
Well,
lean on his injured knee a bit.
you already.
You might be able to get some benefit.
You're reading my mind, man. I was gonna do the What's that alcohol? Is it Sam Adams?
That's a beer.
No, you're thinking Captain Morgan.
Yeah, you're right. You got it.
That's spiced rum.
Yeah. I was gonna like square up like this and like step on his leg.
Captain Morgan, his knee.
Yeah. What kind of rackets is he into, man?
I'm gonna make a quick AP roll on his behalf. Okay, he does not black out from pain. Now, let's make a check. I'm gonna say that this qualifies as torture.
That's fair.
So you are rolling at IQ +1.
Okay.
Which is 12.
Oh, okay.
And okay.
Okay, I failed by 1 with a 12, not accounting for any invisible bonuses. Not as bad as 7.
Casinos on this town.
Say that again in a clear voice.
He owns the casinos, and he says he owns the casinos in Star.
Okay. So casino racket. Okay, I follow. All right, she takes his leg off. She takes
That makes sense.
her foot off her.
Takes his leg off. Great.
No, my leg. I take my leg off of his wounds.
That escalated
I'm just
quickly.
picturing this as one of those, like, World of ISL animatics, and takes his leg off. No, not that. And the DM just started sticking a leg back on the NPC.
Yeah.
All right. And he. Now let's see what that does. Does he?
I kind of believe that,
Okay,
but should
he
I
still remains conscious?
Should I detect lies anyway, just in case?
No.
Okay.
So I did a little more thought on this, and essentially the interrogation skill incorporates an application of detect lies into itself.
Okay.
So you don't get to detect lies on someone that you yourself are questioning with the interrogation skill.
Okay.
Now, if you're casually speaking to someone, if you're questioning someone, that's from interrogating someone. Interrogating a prisoner includes the skill of reading their answer.
Okay.
And so you can supplement someone else who's interrogating, offering a second opinion on whether or not they were truthful. But we're not going to double up on the checks to determine if someone was being truthful, because there's already a mechanic baked into interrogation checks.
I get it.
For figuring out whether someone's truthful or not. Otherwise, it'd be silly. So now,
did I hear that scream?
Yeah.
Probably. We're in a hallway.
Well, it depends on whether. Okay. So. Yeah. You heard that. You heard the scream.
Was it
Yeah.
Was it reasonably loud enough for me to assume that he heard it as well?
Yes.
All right.
Nice.
So I look at him. I say, "Your friend down the hall is undergoing some ballistic knee surgery." Now, he already told us most of what we needed to know. Told us about your boss. And really all I want to know is, well, first of all, I'm a little upset that you went from my crew to get to me. So, might put you on the list for some ballistic knee surgery as well. But I want to know, what your boss Yathis has to do with Orlando Navarro.
All right. Let's make a check. All right. Okay. He says playing people who are being interrogated is a lot of fun. I'm just gonna, as a little aside, one of my two favorite memories I guess no, it's one of my three favorite memories of role-playing as the DM comes from when I was running a 12-hour D&D session.
Oof.
Yeah,
I think
so there
the
was
direction I was going to think.
There was a game store in Rochester, Minnesota, that I was a regular at for a couple of years while it was still around. And one of the things they did a couple of times was have a paid 12-hour D&D session. It was volunteer DMs, but folks who paid to get a seat at a table got so they would get assigned. See, they would get randomly assigned to a DM ahead of time with a couple of days, so the DM could instruct them what sort of character they needed to bring and provide them like basics of the world, that kind of thing. And then they would be served a couple of meals, and it was a 12-hour one-shot kind of a deal. And I was working with a fantasy setting at the time, themed around. Basically, I was dissatisfied with how little flavor the Tabaxi had gotten in Volo's Guide to Monsters and had no other background in the Forgotten Realms. So I wanted to create something that fit them somehow. And so I made sort of an ancient Egypt themed setting,
Ooh.
Mini setting based around them. I was running an adventure in that elsewhere, and in the process had something happen that the party hadn't had time to attend to. They'd chosen to ignore it. But I had a little interesting bit of adventure floating around left over, so I just repurposed it. In the process of trying to investigate this, my party captured a couple of guards, temple guards, and took them to an empty warehouse somewhere to investigate them, to question them. And one of them managed to break free the first time they woke him up. And being a tabaxi, he tried to escape through a skylight in the roof, but he didn't have very many hit points. And so somebody shot him with an arrow or something, and he fell from the top of the warehouse to the floor and broke his arm, in addition to passing out. And then the party was questioning him, and somebody decided, you know what, he's not cooperating enough. So they took and just said, they said, I'm gonna take his arm just below the break and just kind of twist it and grind the ends a bit. And I roleplayed the NPC's response, which was a lot of fun, and only slightly disruptive to every other table at the event.
Incoherent screaming.
But yeah, interrogations are fun. It's trickier when you have two different people being interrogated, and separately.
Oops.
So the response you get is, look, I don't know, mister. I swear, I don't know. All I know is when he came in, I talked to the boss. They seemed to know each other. And then, when the boss heard you was in town, somebody from the Finesman's Guild was here in town looking for him. He wasn't happy about it. and you are pretty sure he's telling you the truth.
Okay, the full truth, like specifically. I'm thinking about him saying he doesn't know anything about the relationship between Yasith and Orlando. That
Doesn't
sounds
know
truthful.
the nature of the relationship between Yasith Khan and Orlando Navarro.
Got a lot of info there, though.
So here's what's going to happen. I got no beef with you or your boss, except for the fact that you went after my crew, but I'm willing to let that slide if you send a message to your boss. You got to get your buddy to some medical facilities. You're going to keep your trap shut about it, how he got his injury. And you're going to tell your boss to stay out of my way.
Yes, mister. Anything. Just let us go. Let me go.
And I walk out and I'll just leave him there for a little while. Stu.
He fell down some stairs.
Sorry, I'm a Minnesotan, so I'm referencing something.
Oh, really?
From recent events.
He ran knee first into a brick wall.
I will discuss that after the recording.
Fair enough.
So, you folks, so he shuts up as you walk away. And what else did you had time to ask one more question before the captain gets back, Livia?
I kind of got what I wanted from him, because I think a lot of what we wanted was kind of covered already. I think
where you can find, or
what?
Are you comfortable trying to find that out otherwise?
I mostly wanted to do something similar that Lex did, where it's like, hey, how about what now? Because that would require having heard what Lex said. I guess I'm just kind of sitting there, kind of waiting on Lex to come back.
Do you want to find out any more about Yasith while you're there? Find out more about his boss?
So the whole time you were in the other room, my brain is thinking about how to case the whatever casino that he's chilling out in.
All right, so take this opportunity to turn the interrogation into that direction.
Okay, yeah. So I guess I'll ask, like, what's his favorite casino? Which one does he kind of like base himself out of? Kind of situation. What's the stronghold? The sound of distant math rocks.
Oh wow, he rolled poorly. The Jack of Hearts.
Jack of Hearts.
He's got a box office overlooking the casino floor. He's up there sometimes.
All right, I can work with that. Now, as far as you know, your friend skipped town, isn't that right?
Give me now an intimidation check.
Okay, low numbers.
And let's take a quick look at intimidation.
Well,
so
shit, never mind.
Beat to will -5. Now, you get let's see. Worth noting, you can attempt a quick contest of fast talk versus the subject's IQ before your intimidation attempt in order to appear to be intimidating, when you can't back it up. No, that's not the relevant issue here. You do have a bonus for a display of strength or bloodthirstiness. Given the nature of your interactions to this point. So
Yeah.
you're rolling at only a will -2. So go ahead and give me a roll. Will -2.
Okay, success by 0.
Okay.
That would put me at a 9.
Yes, ma'am. We didn't. He ran off. We never saw where he went.
Perfect.
I lean in slightly, click my teeth to get Olivia's attention, and jerk my head out to signal to step out for a moment.
Sure.
And I close the door.
I'm assuming you closed the door on the other cell as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
Get out of earshot.
What's the situation, Cap?
I don't really need to be making.
That is zero loss.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't really need to be making too many enemies. Well, we don't really need to be making too many enemies. I made it clear that I do not appreciate them coming after my crew. But we're going to let them go. And I'm not going to beef with their boss as long as he stays out of our way.
See, I was thinking we might need to go to him.
If we can, but I would prefer we do it on good terms.
Yeah, but all the same, I want to set up some devices in this casino.
Absolutely. I got some surveillance equipment myself.
Oh, I was thinking
we're gonna
explosives, but that's probably better.
Well,
I
like where your head is
at. Barks out a quick laugh and then points to Livia and says, Lex, I like this one. We can keep her.
I like where her head is at, but we'll save that for when we need it.
No, here's my thought though. Like I was gonna set up like an explosive on the power generator and as an intimidation tactic in case they try to fuck with us while we're in the casino. Just letting you know where my head's at.
Let's try the diplomatic route first.
No, we could do both at the same time.
Tell you what. If we need to go talk to him, we can split off, and you can do what you need to do.
Yeah.
How's that?
All right. Yeah. Cool.
But we're gonna let these guys go. He's gonna the fit one's gonna deliver the message, and take his buddy to a medical facility. As far as they're concerned, they don't know how he got his knee injury.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
So I guess we'll gear up to like escort them off the ship and remove the cuffs and whatnot.
Sirulas puts a cast on the guy's knee. No, doesn't even do that. Just takes and ties a basic splint to his to the side of his leg, so he can sort of limp, instead of being completely one leg crippled. And you folks you take him out, send them off away from the ship, and it is back to just you three, aboard the Mavka.
How much would...
It is after dark now.
How much would a charge of space C4 cost me?
Base C4.
S4, space 4.
A charge of explosive. Well, that's the thing we can look up because it's explosives are an Ultratech.
Ooh.
All right.
That is something that I wanted to stock the armory with, but I never got around to it.
Okay, I got Ultratech up right now.
Yep. I'm hunting for what we're searching. Oh, okay. Explosives. What you would be looking for is somewhere between Plastics B and a high energy explosive. Worth noting, at legality class 2, okay, so you'd be able to find Plastics B for sale here on the ground. To try and get some of the other, you'd have to head up to the space station and hope that somebody was stocking it.
Plastics might be fine for my purpose. Like, I'm not trying to blow up the casino.
Sure.
Oh, my computer is not enjoying Adobe Acrobat right now. Oh, boy.
I don't use Adobe for PDF viewing anymore. I just use a browser.
Yeah, just load it up in the browser.
Oh.
I've just fully uninstalled Adobe and just use a browser.
Yeah, it's just...
Adobe is horrible. And it keeps getting... The company is horrible, and the product keeps getting worse.
Yeah, it's
and worse over time.
It's like locked up. It won't like do anything.
Yep. I specifically use WaterFox as my PDF viewer browser, as separate from other stuff, because it's fairly simple, light browser, so it doesn't use a huge amount of very much resources to run.
You'll have to link that to me later. So for now, just tell me how much.
Yeah.
Tell me how much charge would cost.
All right.
Plastic.
Well, it is roughly times as powerful as TNT, and it costs $20 per pound.
Okay.
20 space dollars.
20 marks. Yes.
I'm gonna buy 2.
All right. Worth noting, you're gonna have to wait until morning.
Yeah. That's fine.
Actually, with the load, no, you could actually order that tonight. It's just not going to be delivered to your ship until the morning.
Okay.
Now there will be a
Space
20%
Amazon.
delivery charge.
Okay.
So if you want to order it delivery and have it show up, it'll wind up costing you 48 marks for 2 pounds.
Okay. I can't do math, so... Okay, we got it. 60, 52.
All right.
Oops. Yes, Space C4 from Space Amazon. Hell yeah.
I take a look here at okay. While Olivia's ordering some stock, I dispose of my spent cigar, and I get Sierra's attention. I knock on my chest and I say it's about that time.
Yes. I'm cleaning out the gunk you insist on filling your chest cavity with.
Hey, as long as I never got to worry about cancer, I'm okay with it.
No, all you have to worry about is running out of batteries.
That's a fair trade-off.
You're an idiot, Captain.
Respectfully.
She can't see it, but I'm smiling.
All right. Her 2 checks for robotics and physician to perform your maintenance go smoothly.
They fail miserably, and now you're convulsing on the floor,
Hey,
pissing and drooling.
you're the one who decided to take a million different stacked disadvantages that could cripple you if they fail. Don't look at me. All right. So, repair. You have undergone maintenance. And Livia is feeling smug and superior about her higher grade, less intrusive cybernetics that don't require your insides to be on the outside for a significant portion of time on a regular basis.
Her eye falls out. Never mind that.
I picture there's like this RoboCop style chair in the center of the armory that like I'm locked down into every other day.
Maybe. I haven't actually seen RoboCop either.
Gotta watch the original. It's really good.
I might.
I never watched it all the way through. I've only seen clips and scenes and here and there.
The remake
it's also
is okay.
got a very specific 80s ethos
Yeah.
that I'm not a fan of.
Fair.
So, while the general topic of transhumanism is interesting, the Judge Dredd style law enforcement is, again, a little bit topical here.
Yeah. Well, if it makes a difference, the original RoboCop is satire.
Oh yeah, I know.
The remake is okay if you turn your brain off.
He's not wrong. It's
appropriate.
just generic action movie. I saw that one.
All right. Now, with the interrogation done, prisoners released, explosives ordered, you folks go to take your rest. I have a question. Are you attempting to synchronize your bodies to the local day-night cycle? Or are you attempting to stick with a standard, a standard day sort of cycle?
What's the common practice?
It really varies.
Okay.
So it depends.
There's shorter days here, right?
I am double checking my notes. I am waiting for my office software to
length of day.
run it up.
It's longer. 28 standard hours.
I think it probably.
It would probably be running on a day that's about, staying awake for an extra 2.5 hours and sleeping for an extra hour and a half a night.
Joke's on you, I'm an insomniac!
To be clear, the human body can adjust to spreads that long without too much difficulty. Basically, as long or short as there's a limit to how long you can go, but it's more than 48 hours, because when left without any exposure to outside indicators of day or night, that seems to be where the human body drifts to, is a 48-hour day. And as long as it can go short, basically as long as you can continue to get an adequate amount of REM sleep every night, which is not, like, how much you need is not well understood, because trying to study and push the edges of that tends to
It has
constructively
deleterious
turn into
effect.
torture at some point.
Yeah.
It's difficult to study safely and healthily.
I think it would be appropriate to sync up, because if we just stick to a 20-hour schedule, then like every 4 days we're just going to be up all night with nothing happening anywhere.
Okay. All right.
Except for maybe the nightlife.
So you folks then. All right. You folks then go to bed. And arise the next morning. None of you were injured in that last fight, am I correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And somehow Surlos also didn't suffer any injuries.
Physical.
So we don't have any resolving personal injury to figure out. It seems that my office suite is not functioning properly. I wonder what's going on. Let's try it this way.
But while you look into that, I was going to mention that I think, in a weird way, Insomniac kind of helps me with that kind of thing, because I don't sleep very well anyway. So adjusting to cycles is just a matter of just trying to force my body to fall asleep to begin with.
So there we go. Yes and no. Like, you're not gonna. Oh, does your character actually have insomnia?
Yeah, Insomniac mild.
Okay. That's right. Okay, let me take a moment.
Yeah,
Somehow it works.
yeah.
I think we have to make a quick roll.
Yeah,
tonight.
3D for the number of, and then I can't read the next word.
It's 3D the number of days between episodes.
So I'm gonna go ahead and roll. But I gotta find out what I'm rolling for.
Because what
All
constitutes
right.
as an episode?
All right. So, go ahead and roll 3D for me.
Oh no.
Actually, go ahead and roll 2D for me.
Oh, 2D. Okay. Let's do these two, because these two are cool. Do you need totals, or do you just... That's 6.
The total. Okay. So it has been 6 days for you. It has been 6 nights since you had since your last bout of insomnia ended, and you currently are not suffering another one. Tonight is the 7th night. You wake up in the morning. It is a new day. Wake up and it's a new morning. You go.
Oh my god, are you
Sorry.
my brother?
Hey, I like that song. That has a really cool saxophone riff. I saw a clip someone made putting that saxophone riff over some clips from the Two Towers where Gimli's blowing the horn of Helm. Only
Nice.
instead of the horn blowing, it's that the saxophone riff from that song. It was hilarious. I need to find it. But anyway, you folks, what do you want to do in the morning?
I need to locate the Jack of Hearts in a subtle, sneaky kind of way.
Oh, that's easy enough.
Cool.
You pull up the local network and do a quick search.
Oh, right. We have
and
Google in this game.
You're right. This is not the Middle Ages.
Right.
We have space Google.
Yeah. It is located about a mile and a half away from where you're at.
Oh, okay. I would still like to investigate
Kind of on the other side of the starport, or
Where-
the landing areas, you know.
like the nearest. What is it called?
I can't tell you that.
The things where the power comes from, the like phone
The
booth
generators.
generator line.
Oh, you're
or
looking
a
for power-
distributor?
Yeah.
Distributor station?
Sure. Something that would knock out the power of the building.
So, alright. For that, well, for that, I would want a research roll.
Oh no.
And I do apologize. This is a skill I should have mentioned to you folks as being useful in an internet era, and did not
I don't
mention because I forgot.
Let me open my chip slots. No, programming, counterfeiting, armory, electronics. No.
I can't really think
You
of
could
anything
get it.
better to do.
Research would be a great skill to get a chip for,
Yeah.
but
And I can't really think of anything better to do right now. So if there's any way that I can provide some sort of assistance to Livia, I'll be doing that.
Well,
all right.
flat roll.
Well, so it's IQ -5.
Jesus.
However, each of you will go ahead and make a roll.
Can I maybe ask the engineer help? Does she do research?
She does not have the research skill. She has so many other skills, but
Okay.
research isn't one of them.
I only failed by 2 this time instead of 9, so not horrific.
How about you? What about you, Lex?
Success by 2.
Damn. We averaged out.
All right. So, actually, within a couple of hours, Lex is able to find a good enough kind of utilities map to find that's available to you can find online to locate the nearest transformer, nearest distribution center that likely supplies the Jack of Hearts casino. You are not able to find any information on whether or not the casino has its own backup power supply,
Oh.
or if it even just runs strictly on internal power. It's worth noting that
I need to look into
So-
that.
on worlds that are not fully integrated into galactic trade, there is use of things like fission power and fossil fuels or other combustibles. But there's also, but especially once you get to TL9, it's far more common for the same power generation system that powers spaceships to be used for a lot of things, because it can be made reasonably small enough to power like a consumer automobile or motorcycle. And so it's possible that the casino has its own internal power supply. You do not know for sure.
Well, I have good news. I
Most
bought
of the
2
power here-
explosives.
Yes. Most of the power here is routed underground, so it's not possible to just check from like a street view map.
So I got that does modify my plan, but not by much.
What about like public records of like?
I wonder if I'm about to get literally Ocean's 11 on my own. So-
What about stuff that's like public record, like building plans and stuff like that?
Well,
plans at the casino are not apparently available as a matter of public
I
record.
didn't think so. They would probably bury that. So here's my plan above table, and you can tell me how much of this is viable. I can still go to that place and have a little clandestine plant of an explosive and key it to a certain code in my radio to do something. And then go to the casino and case that out and see if I can find where their generators might be. Like in their basement.
Yeah, that sequence of actions entirely possible.
I am gonna have to like buy a casual coat, so I just look like a normal person wandering around a casino.
You might want to buy.
Do I have a picture of her in like normal clothing?
I mean, I'm assuming you have some normal clothes.
Yeah, she has this
how...
John Wick suit type thing.
I say, like how,
like this kind of deal, probably.
Clank, yeah, that can work. Clank, I should remind you that I am a DM because I'm a storyteller.
Yeah.
So tangents are inevitable. As long as they're entertaining, I'm not gonna complain. I'm not gonna try too hard not to.
Now we love you, but we're gonna give you shit for it because it's hilarious.
Yeah, it's true. All right, so I am gonna say while Livy, are you going to go ahead and start investigating right away?
Unless there's something that stops me.
Okay. So Livia's going to go out and try and plant a bomb at the transformer, which I should warn you is absolutely a crime.
Yeah, I expected.
Very good.
Now, I was going to do this stealth mode.
I'm not.
Right.
I'm not with her, so I have plausible deniability.
Is there anything you want to do in the couple of hours it will probably take Livia to do that?
I want to see if I can find some stock variants of some of the weapons that we already have. Just for like parts or modding or whatever may be necessary for the future.
Right. So you can find high energy lasers easily down here on the planet's surface. Those appear to be sort of the state of the art in local arms technology. Rainbow laser or Gauss weapons, you have to get. Are Gauss weapons available here? Yeah, you could also get some Gauss weapons. But a rainbow laser like you've got is not locally available on the planet's surface. You'd have to head up to orbit and get one there.
Yeah.
Not impossible by any means, but you'd have to do it.
Well, I've got that heavy laser pistol that I picked up off of that other guy, so I have a backup if I need it. What about those grenades that Siru mentioned?
Angler rounds, Angler grenades. Yeah, you can buy those. You've
Angler,
got
like
the licensure.
So Gangler.
I'm gonna go find Ultratech to show where to describe what they are. So give me 1 second. All right, it's a 25 millimeter or up projectile. I'm gonna keep hunting down to find it. So you can find there are some plain ordinary like gas-powered air gun launchers for it, either a pistol-sized, which has less range, or a like shoulder stock, like think like M79 bloop tube grenade launcher style thing.
I'll be right back.
But if I head down here, page 155, Tangler TL9. A Tangler warhead releases a mass of sticky web-like polymers. Anyone struck is grappled and rooted in place. The victim cannot select the move or change posture maneuvers or change facing, and is at -4 to Dex. The strength of this effect depends on the warhead size. See the table below. Additional hits layer over the victim. Each extra layer increases strength. To break free, the victim must win a quick contest of strength or escape skill against the strength of the attack. Each attempt takes 1 second. If the victim fails to break free, they lose a fatigue point but may try again. Alternatively, they may try to destroy the tangle strands. Innate attacks hit automatically. Other attacks are at -4. External attacks take no penalty but risk hitting the victim on a miss. Tangle strands have a DR of 1/3 of their strength. Each point of damage reduces the strength of the threads by 1. At strength 0, they're destroyed and the victim is freed. A hand grenade is typically 64 millimeters. So if you want to buy a Tangler grenade, a 64 millimeter Tangler warhead, I think that's going to be listed in ammunition.
I'm back.
Oh,
we're buying a warhead? Cool.
It's a grenade.
So basically, it's a grenade. I'm going to hunt for a grenade in here again. Let's go up. Accessory rails. Come on, further on out. Okay, okay, hand grenades are listed on page 146. So hand grenades come in 3 standard sizes. Hand grenade, about the size of a baseball. The standard has the same effect as a 64 millimeter warhead. Mini grenade, an easy to conceal grenade, the size of a golf ball. It has the effect of a 40 millimeter warhead. And a simple grenade, tiny grenade 1 inch in diameter, same effect as a 25 millimeter warhead. That's the size that the launcher I was discussing is designed to launch.
So let me ask you
standard
this.
Ultratech grenades have an activator handle and a 2-second delay. And then you can get smart grenades, which can be dropped and then detonated remotely. There's also saucer grenades, which can be thrown, and limpet mines, which are something you stick on a surface. But you can also just get a normal round grenade.
Yeah. Okay. So let me ask you this.
And a Tangler grenade costs twice the normal. Sorry.
Okay.
Go ahead.
All right. So, just due to the nature of the Tangler grenade, is it considered explosive for the purposes of the local laws?
It is considered a non-lethal weapon. Legality class 4. They are they're not totally easy to own. They're not totally free to have, but if any weapon is allowed, it's going to be something like a Tangler, because it is almost like you have to do something intentional and weird to make it lethal.
Okay, so before I head out, I'm going to ask Tsiru if there's any ranged weaponry that she would like a spare of in case she needs a backup. And I'm also going to ask her, with regard to her suggestion of Tangler grenades, if she wants a big sticky or a little sticky.
Buffering.
Oh, you're asking. Sorry, I thought you were asking Livia, not Cyrillus.
No, I'm asking Ciro if she wants a backup gun of any kind, and then big sticky or little sticky.
Honestly, just grenades, just the hand grenade, standard hand grenade size.
Okay.
Not for her purposes, not a launcher, just grenades she can attach to her web gear.
Okay, so standard size. All right, so
64 millimeter, yeah.
Okay. And so what I'm looking for is I've got the heavy laser pistol as my backup. I don't necessarily need to since I can't really find. I'm not really going to be able to find a backup rainbow laser. I'll forego that. I am going to hunt for like a stock version of Olivia's Gauss pistol.
Sure.
And
you
then
could also potentially get a Gauss submachine gun if you wanted.
Oh, Olivia did mention that.
Because that's something Livia's brought up as being.
Yeah.
It sure looked like a fun idea after seeing you spray people down with a machine laser.
Yes. Yes. Okay. So
and,
I don't know.
As far as Marula's concerned, she's a little bit more specific about what she wants because you know that she has background as a soldier with specific equipment, and so she's really very comfortable with the hand-to-hand sidearm and long arm that she has. She would take like a laser pistol if you want to give her one, but other than that, just hand grenades are the kind of size she's thinking.
All right, so I'm going to hunt down an extra heavy laser pistol, a Gauss SMG.
Yippee!
And I think I'm going to get, and if I can afford it, 3 standard sized Tangler grenades each for each of us. So that's 3, 6, 9 total.
Sure, go ahead and look it up. You can go ahead and acquire that stuff if you can afford it. Everything that you've listed sounds like it's something that someone with your legal enforcement powers and licensure will be able to buy. However, it is worth noting that it is basically a universal practice for planets, for planetary authority, for different planets to maintain essentially weapon registries, and for like, for instance, when you folks docked at the starport here, one of the things you needed to provide as information was essentially the registry numbers of your weapons.
Okay.
There's in this particular future, if you're on a world that's sophisticated enough to have an orbital starport and an internet, there's not going to be a lot of getting around the fact that your weapon, the government may not have like total identifying information for all weapons, but they will know, local authorities will know if you have a weapon.
Yeah, I mean,
when
I'm not going to try to
initially show up in a place.
Yeah, right. And I'm going to try to keep my nose clean as much as I can. So,
right.
So you said that the stickies are twice the cost of a normal grenade?
Yeah, according to the rulebook, a Tangler warhead costs double normal cost. Otherwise, are statistically identical to normal, and you can find a normal hand grenade described.
Yeah, I've got it. It's 40 for a standard size. So
40 for a standard grenade, it costs 80 times 9 is 720.
720?
8 times 9 is 72. And if a grenade costs 80, then 720.
I think I did like 6 instead of 9 or something like that. But anyway, I got it.
Yep.
And then the Gauss the SMG is going to be an Ultratech as well.
Yes. All the weapons that are described are located in Ultratech in the weaponry chapter. Anything else we want to get done? I'm going to take a couple of rolls. Specifically, I guess I want a stealth roll and an observation roll
maybe a holdout
from
roll?
Livia.
Because explosives are illegal.
So, I'm going to say I'm not going to require a holdout roll unless we get to the point where they actually have to hide the stuff.
Gotcha.
Where they actually are interacting with people. Or once we get to the point where they're actually hiding stuff. I'm just trying to get some parameters for when we come back next week and start this little operation of sabotage and subterfuge.
A success by 2 on my stealth.
Great, and a observation.
That's another. Oh, success by 1 on that one.
Great. Then, when we get back next week, we will start you off accordingly.
Cool. Do I need to write that down, or do you got it down?
Go ahead and write it down.
Okay.
Redundant notes are always a good thing.
So, observation, success by 1.
All right. If it feels like we're not getting a very large amount done at a time, that is entirely accurate. I'm just trying to really keep up with how much I feel I'm able to prepare at a time, which isn't nearly as much as I would like. But
I mean, that's the par for the course for like 1.5 sessions. So
yeah,
more gets done if we go like 3 hours.
Yeah. So with that, I will see you all. Well, let's find out.
All right, I will cut.
Is there anything else you want to address before we stop recording?
Sure.
Anything else you want to address before we stop recording?
Not that I can think of.
Okie dokie. Then have a good night, and we'll see our viewer next week.
Yeah.
GG.
GG.